Welcome to What You Doing. I'm Ros Gold-Onwude, and we're here with DeMar DeRozan. Hey, what's up, DeMar? What you doing? When I think about our crossroads, when I really had the chance to start covering you, it really was around the 2016 Olympics.
Right.
Rio, Brazil. I was sideline reporter for men's basketball, and you were on the team.
Yeah.
And you guys were living on a boat for 3.5 weeks, almost a month on a boat.
Yeah.
So now that you've had like 4 years to just be away from that and reflect, like how do you reflect on that experience living on a boat?
In a moment, it was one of the toughest things for us all because we stand in this little. If anybody ever been on a boat, you understand. Like it's not the accommodation for anybody over 6'5" and up. It's not the most fitting rooms. Showers, the bed, the constant rocking of the boat all night. So it was a challenge. It was a challenge in a moment, and we tried to make the best out of it every single night, trying to find ways to play cards, play video games, try to stay active and not really go crazy because we were so isolated away from everybody else. But looking back on it, it was probably one of my most fond memories because, it was looking back on it, it was extremely fun. But in the moment, it was definitely a challenge.
So wait, I'm confused. The U.S. men's basketball team was supposed to be staying, and the women's team was supposed to be staying on this huge, luxurious yacht in Rio. I thought the beds were made extra long for basketball. I'm pretty sure my feet was hanging off. So I'm pretty sure like guys like DeAndre Jordan, KD, all those guys, they really were struggling trying to find comfort in them beds. You mentioned the motion of the boat. Who got seasick?
Nobody. I don't think nobody really complained about seasick, but I remember that was always the conversation the next morning about did y'all feel how much the boat was rocking all night? And I always kept my window shut so I wouldn't see how much the boat actually was moving. So everybody found their ways to deal with it and everything, but the boat was rocking for them. 3 weeks that we was on that boat.
What was the best part of living on that boat for 3.5 weeks?
Being around the guys. Being around the guys was probably one of the most memorable things. Learning guys, really on a personal level, outside of just basketball, what guys like to do, talking about different things. The conversations was always something unique. We always ate dinner together. We did everything together. So for that time, we basically was really bonded like family members. We was really the only family that we had. Even with the women team, getting a relationship with a lot of those women, that's intelligent, seeing a different side of them outside of just basketball. So being able to get that standpoint of some of the world's greatest athletes was definitely memorable.
It almost feels like a reality show. I mean, kind of having
that's what it was. I wish we had a camera crew on the ship, and you kind of get the insight, and we could have came out with it 20 years from now, kind of like the Michael Jordan documentary.
Somebody should have been thinking that way back then.
I know.
Actually, it probably was special to just enjoy it, amongst yourselves for what it was.
Yeah.
But let's say it was a reality show. What is like one of your favorite, funniest moments together on that boat, then?
I mean, I think it started with the plane ride before we even got over there. I think everybody probably seen this video. It went viral when Melo was on the plane and he got mad at us. We was listening to, I forgot the name of the song we was listening to, but the video was viral. We was all getting on Melo nerves. It was something that was entertaining every single day. I remember that's when I think Snapchat really started getting real popular, and guys was just putting guys on Snapchat, shooting jokes on everybody. When we was at dinner, when we was on a bus, anything we did, we made a joke out of it just to pass time and made it fun. So
okay, so all of you guys are confined. Who was the first to get annoying?
Who was the first to get annoying? Wow, that's a good one. Probably DeAndre. DeAndre. Yeah, DeAndre Jordan or Draymond. Either them two. Yeah, them two. Because they just wouldn't stop talking. It used to be days. They brought the same energy every single day, on, off the court, of that energy of just being loud and obnoxious, bothering people, coming up with something. So them two dudes definitely. It was a couple of days. It was like, all right, today we ain't trying to hear all that DJ. We ain't trying to hear that Drake, but made the most out of it. DeMarcus too. I put DeMarcus in there too.
I actually heard DeMarcus was.
Yeah, I put DeMarcus in there.
But all three of them are such big sweethearts, honestly.
Nah, yeah, them to this day, them some of my closest friends.
Right. So wait, but they're also huge men with big personalities. If they're getting annoying, how do you say chill?
That's when the fun part came into play, where we all had the type of relationship to where, like, you could go off on one of them and tell them, shut up, man, we ain't trying to hear that today. But that don't mean they gonna stop or shut up. They gonna keep bothering you more and more. So you just gotta find a way to kind of dodge around them if you didn't want to hear them, because they gonna keep that same energy whether you want to hear it or not.
Is it true that Draymond and Diana Taurasi got in an argument?
That was a classic. That was a classic moment. That was a classic moment to where the world. This is something the world probably shouldn't see, because it was us, but it was just that build up, like it's just us on this boat. Like, if only time we got off this boat was to go practice, play. That was the only time away. Other than that, we was confined to this little boat to where you could hear the next person in the next room phone conversation. You could hear 2 doors down, toilet flushing. You could, you know what I mean? Like, so it became over time to where, like, just that testosterone and everything was just built up at certain moments. When you're around a bunch of competitors, you're gonna find something to argue about, compete about, argue about, whether we're talking about basketball games, personal skills, whether we're playing cards. In that moment, somebody lose, somebody win. Like, it was just that aggression that was there at all times. So Diana, one of the most competitive individuals you could ever come by. So she's not going back down from nobody, whether you 7-1 or you 5-1.
Well, what were they arguing about?
Each other game. That's what it was about. Each other game. They was arguing about Draymond. He do this. I think Draymond was going to bring up the amount of rings he won. And she was talking about, how she the GOAT in her profession. So it was just going back and forth. It was one of those friendly competitions about just a game of basketball.
That's heavyweights going up talking about basketball.
Yeah. It was
the GOAT though. Like, she really is the GOAT.
No, she is. Yeah, no disputing that. She's the GOAT when it comes to women basketball. So and she let it be known.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, she let it be known. Every bit of it, she let it be known.
So then, who won that? Who won that one then?
I gotta give it to Diana. She won. She won by far, landslide.
Oh man! So, but also she can't. What can you say about Draymond though? He's got success too. He got championships.
I mean, yeah. He definitely got success. But she has some points in her game too that you can't dispute.
Yeah, I would never go up talking about basketball with Diana Taurasi.
Yeah.
Were y'all egging it on?
It was more so like Diana was going to everybody. Like, it wasn't just like we egging on. I remember it got to a point where it was like, damn, like, I hope she don't come at me next. She just started going down a list of players. Like, and you think it was like the most gangsters move I ever seen. I promise you. One of the most. Anybody who was on that team would tell you that was the most. She the one. She the one. She is the one.
Besides Draymond, did anyone else on the men's team have anything to say?
Yeah, DeMarcus. She came at DeMarcus. He caught it. He caught some of that Diana. Jimmy caught some. So it got to a point. It got to a point to where it was like, let me just scoot over here because I ain't trying to catch this crossfire because she going down a list on everybody. So looking back on it, it was one of the most gangster things I've seen.
Two coaches having to do with USA Basketball. How do you think it'll be different with Greg Popovich as coach versus when you were playing for the U.S. national team with Coach K?
Pop is great as a coach and as an individual, just like Coach K was. You know, I don't expect nothing less. Me having experience the last 2 years playing under Pop has been one to remember by far. You know, he's not going to bring nothing less than greatness and expect nothing short of that either. So the same as Coach K. Coach K was a hell of a person on and off the court. And I can say the same for Coach Pop. So
this season for the Spurs, Pop had to go away for some personal reasons, handle some personal matters. So it was Tim Duncan on March 3rd of this season. Tim Duncan steps in as head coach, and you guys play the Hornets. You win 104-103. First of all, when did you guys find out that Tim Duncan was going to be your head coach that day?
So I forgot where we flew from, whether we flew from somewhere else or home. I think we flew from home because it was a back-to-back. And the game before, Pop just coached. We all got to the plane, flew to Charlotte. We get to breakfast. We had a breakfast meeting that morning, and Pop didn't come in. So we like, Pop never late for nothing. So we not sure what's going on. So we eat, and Tim stands up and said, "Yeah, I'm gonna be the coach. I'm the coach for tonight's game." So we like, all right. So everybody was like, more so like, all right, was Pop good? Is Pop okay? That's like, yeah, Pop's good. He had to handle something. But so we like, cool. So we was like, this is gonna be interesting. So we get to the arena for the game. Tim he's such a great individual, but he's so nonchalant that it comes off like, man, that's just Tim, man. But he breaks down the game plan. He keeps it simple. And it didn't really hit me until right before the game. We in the huddle, and Tim was like, all right, come on, let's get out. He draw up the play, first play of the game, we're gonna run, blah, blah. So we like, this don't feel right. So we playing, we getting smacked. I remember we was losing damn near about 20. We come in at halftime. Tim give us this little Tim speech. So we like, nah, man, we gotta win this for Tim. We can't go out like this with Tim, right? So we go out there, we fight back, we end up winning the game. We get to the back in the locker room, we all just go crazy for Tim. But Tim, you could see how stressed, he let all his stress out after the game. Like, God damn, y'all almost about to give me a heart attack out there. You know what I mean? So just to experience that, you know, especially for me, it was dope because I had a chance for many years playing against Tim. Now, to be sitting up here now, Tim being my coach that I'm taking plays from and everything, we get his first career win, you know, it was cool. So that was a memorable moment for me because at the end of the day, it's Tim Duncan, the greatest power forward of all time, you know, out there being a coach. So it was cool. It was cool.
What an honor. What a legacy. So, okay, what's his demeanor as a coach?
Tim is just too cool. Like, Tim is Tim. Like, what you see in Tim, that's Tim. You know what I mean? He cool. He the coolest. He's the coolest, greatest power forward you could ever come across. Okay,
what was the halftime speech?
It was something simple. It wasn't nothing crazy. He was just, I remember he came in there, he sat down, he put his head on his hand like, y'all killing me. Let's pick this up. You know, go ahead and get this win. We just got to rebound and, you know, we'll be all right. Just simple like that. But you feel his intensity by him even saying something small like that. And, you know, we came out second half. And
post game, you said he let loose. What does let loose look like?
He let loose. He just, you know, he got the little dreadlocks at the top. So he came in there, he took his dreadlocks out the ponytail and said, "Who y'all gonna be the death of me?" Like, you know what I mean? So it's just a funny moment because in his calmest moments, you wouldn't know he'd be that stressed. Okay. But he let it all out after the game, so it was cool.
Some people felt Becky Hammon should have gotten that coaching opportunity of that game. Whether she gets that opportunity or another one, it's certainly coming. What are the strengths of Becky as a head coach? As a coach, excuse me. Mm-hmm.
I think Becky coached, was it this year? I think Pop got kicked out. So Pop always goes off whoever scout it is. That's who it take. Oh. Take the head role if you get kicked out or something happens. So that night versus Charlotte, it just happened to be Tim scout. Mm-hmm. He was a scout of that game. So when it comes to Becky is by far awesome individual. Her knowledge of the game is is one of a kind, and the person she is off the floor makes her even a better individual when it gets to anything with basketball. So with her calm, her composure, her demeanor, and she's such a player's coach, you know, and you don't even realize it. Like, damn, like this Becky, you look at her like, you know, this big sister or this auntie out here, this, you know, and that's how she carry herself. You know, she not intimidated by nothing by far. She'll get up in your face, tell you something, but she's the most positive individual when it comes to, you know, the basketball thing. And, you know, her X's and O's, when it comes to drawing up some plays, she know her stuff. Absolutely.
Are there any challenges that Becky faces or this would still face? And I guess maybe because of gender, or?
I don't think so. I don't see it. Being with her these last 2 years, you don't see it. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be honest with you, I don't see an issue. I don't see a problem with it because it's such a natural thing. It's like, this is it's one of the coaches. You know what I mean? It's one of the coaches. Like, you don't think like, oh, we got a woman coach. No, one of our coaches. Like, you know what I mean? Everything from whether it's shoot around, breakfast meeting, to film, to on a plane, to everything. It's just that comfort level that she brings to where it don't make nothing feel uncomfortable. Like, oh, we have a woman coach, or, you know, she come, when we at dinner, she'll come sit at the table with all the guys and talk crap with us just like she one of the guys. You know what I mean? And nothing feels forced or she's trying. Like, that's just her, you know. But also, you know, that goes with her being one of the greatest WNBA players as well, understanding what we go through on a daily basis. You know, so when you have an individual like that in that position that understands, you know, with the days when you don't feel like doing nothing, feel like, you know, when you hurting, when you practicing off of back-to-back, you know, you feel connected to that individual because you can look at her and know she know what it feels like in this moment. So, you know, she makes it easy upon us all.
If coach is benching you and giving you news consistently that you don't like, or has put someone else in the starting position over you, and it's a woman, it's a woman coach, is that going to be harder to take for a player than to have it happen from a man?
I mean, me speaking for myself, I don't see it, especially when you have a person. I think whether you're a man or a woman, it all depends on the rapport in the history you have with the game of basketball that gives you the respect from the players that's playing for you, for them to be able to look at you and be able to take certain things they don't want to hear. You know, you got to have that respect level. You know, you just can't be just, you know, the water boy off the street and try to tell, you know, a superstar player of the team what to do or what not to do, and you can't be the water girl from the team, you know what I mean? But if you have that respect level and that IQ of the game, the respect gonna come from the players, no matter who it's from.
Fact. So how far away do you think the league is from seeing a woman's head coach? I mean, is it as soon as, could it be in a year, or are we a few years away? Like, what would you say?
I can see it at any moment, you know? I can see it at any moment. I can see whether it's so hard to say next season or this season, or like, I don't know when basketball is going to start back, but I wouldn't be surprised if next season started and it's announced that a woman is a coach of an NBA team. Wouldn't be surprised. You see so many women around our league already working at high positions and holding their own. And that's just setting a trend to open up bigger doors for the next person to take that step. You know, I think it's more so the willingness of, you know, a woman ready. Do she feel ready enough to take that job? Because I don't feel like it's just going to be anybody just like, oh, I'm a woman, I want to take this head coaching job. You know, it's going to be somebody that's prepared and definitely ready to take it, that's going to take it. And, you know, it could be a year, it could be 2 years, it could be 3, but, you know, I don't feel like we that far away.
I want to transition to a mental health and wellness conversation. I just feel like we can't speak to you without going there, because you've been such an advocate for being open about these discussions, and it's been important to you. So, like, first of all, just how is your wellness right now during quarantine?
You know, taking it day by day. You know, the way I take it honestly is like, I'm not going to overthink this whole thing and try to, say we got 100 days to be in the house. I really truly take it day by day. I was just understanding like we're going to get out of this one day, but I'm not going to think about the past month that went by. I'm not going to think about the next month. I try to take it day by day, and each day I try to find something that just keeps me going in a positive way and try to protect my peace at best, because so much stuff going on in the world, so much stuff happening to people, so much uncertainty, so many question marks, so many places. So for me, I just try to keep my mind in a positive place and indulge in that moment.
Have you had a chance to think of such a thing? If you want to go there, like who is DeMar without basketball?
Yeah, I think for me, I've been like lately just trying to understand and teach myself the understanding of film. I think for me, I've been real big of really just studying the film process of putting a show, a movie, content together. I think for me, the biggest thing, like I'm a big movie fan, so I always try to watch movie shows and just try to see how creative and detailed subject matter be.
What kind of movie would you make if you could have your first movie? Would it be a thriller? Would it be horror? Would it be romance?
See, I'm into the mind-boggling, like Leonardo DiCaprio thinking movies, like Shutter Island or Inception, like them wild thriller, make you think out the box type of movies. So for me, them type of movies, I really want to understand how to put together and come up with a whole storyline of how to do that.
A DeMar DeRozan joint. So I just want to end the show on a high note. And every single What You Doing ends with a challenge.
All right.
Okay? And your challenge is the Ultimate Player Challenge. So you have to build the Ultimate Player. I'm going to give you a skill set, and you have to say the name of her player whose skill set you would take in that category, and you cannot name yourself.
All right.
You ready?
Gotcha.
You would take the 3-point shot of
Steph Curry.
Your ultimate player would have the handles of
Kyrie Irving.
Okay. Was that hard? Was there a close second?
No.
Okay. The step back jumper of
James Harden.
What about Luka?
James Harden.
Okay. The mid-range jumper of
Damn, you said I can't put myself?
No, you can't.
Chris Paul.
Okay, but I knew you definitely would be. Oh, KD too.
KD, yeah. I'm going with Chris Paul though. Chris Paul mid-range. Chris Paul.
This is your challenge, not mine. Okay. The passing ability of
LeBron.
The interior game of
I'm gonna go with Giannis. No, Embiid.
Joel Embiid.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, interior game of Joel Embiid. The defense of
we'll be locking Kawhi.
Your ultimate player would have the basketball IQ of
LeBron.
Okay. Your ultimate player would have the leadership of
Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry. Okay. Yeah. Shout out to Kyle. The clutchness of Dame Dollar. All right. Your ultimate player would have the strength of
who's strong? Hey, go with LeBron.
The speed of
John Wall.
The athleticism of
who got hops? Who crazy with it right now? Terrence Ross.
Okay, respect. Wait, I did strength, speed, and jumping ability, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we rounded it out right now. The fashion sense of.
The fashion sense of. See, I'm simple, man. Who's simple right now? We're not crazy.
I know you didn't like flashy, but flashy would be like Westbrook. It would be PJ.
Yeah.
Harden. Serge Ibaka has a nice little style.
Yeah, Serge too flashy.
Okay, a little more chill is like Klay Thompson's pretty chill.
Yeah, Klay chill. Let me see. I can't. See, that's what I say myself, because I'm just sweatsuits and flannels. So I'm trying to think who else wears sweatsuits and flannels.
Kawhi, Paul George, Kawhi.
Paul.
Chris Paul.
Chris kind of flashy.
Oh, he's.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Lou Will. Lou Will's simple. He's simple.
Okay.
He's simple dressed.
We just had Lou Will on What You Doing, and he said you were one of his people, by the way.
Yeah, that's my dog. That's my man.
Okay, so fashion sense of Lou Will, and last but not least, the business savvy of.
Business savvy of. You gotta go with LeBron. You gotta go with LeBron.
It's like an easy one there. All right. Well, thank you for building your ultimate player challenge. That seems like a pretty unstoppable player.
Yeah, I think I stack up with some of the best. I got to hear the other guys what they came up with, but I'm feeling good about mine.
All right. Well, DeMar, thank you so much for joining us on What You Doing.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. It's good to see you, and just stay well.
You too. Thank you. Be good. Appreciate y'all for having me. Hopefully it's a little cool little interview and we keep it going.
Yeah, let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.